Hey guys, it's Willie from SuertePanda.com. As you can see, my portfolio is full. There's a lot of drama. And today I want to talk about how to reduce some of the drama in your portfolio. I know sometimes when you're first starting out, or even if you're a seasoned investor or trader, keeping up with your portfolio can be a chore, and sometimes it even feels like a full-time job. And it starts off innocently enough. You probably start off with maybe a Wheel of Fortune strategy on American Express, and then the next day you trade Costco, and the day after that maybe you see a news article on Pfizer, and then after that maybe Moderna, and then you see something on Neo, and then pretty soon your portfolio gets pretty full and it starts to get a little bit messy. And I just want to share with you some of the tips that I actually use on my own portfolio, and how to manage it, and how to make sense of everything. And I thought maybe I start off with the tips. For example, sometimes maybe you read a bunch of newsletters, or maybe you subscribe to different YouTube channels, including this one. And speaking of which, and if you like these type of videos, if you could help like and subscribe, that'd be great. Sometimes you don't have to trade them these tips right away. Sometimes you have your own criteria as to how you want to trade something. And for example, maybe you have a rule that you only want something with a certain dividend percentage, or maybe you want something with a certain options implied volatility rank. These are some of the things you can use to help filter out certain trades. Maybe a certain trade doesn't meet a criteria at that place or time, and you can just put them on a watch list somewhere. And one of the another way that you can help manage your portfolio is to have a watch list of certain go-to stocks or indices that you trade on a frequent basis, and then you can rank them in a certain way so that when it meets your criteria, then you can initiate a trade. And then after that, also I think it's very important that you have certain go-to strategies. So for example, for me, the Wheel of Fortune, which I've made a few videos before regarding the Wheel of Fortune strategy. I think for most folks it's it's a pretty good strategy to use, especially on stocks that you want to own for throughout your life. Basically, you want to start selling cash secured puts on cash flow generating stocks with good dividends, appreciation potential, things of that nature. And then you also want to have I think for certain option traders, when you get to an intermediate or advanced level, I think it's very important that you have something on for low implied volatility and then high implied volatility. So for example, as I make this video, implied volatility is starting to get a little bit low. So recently I've been putting on more dragon diagonals, and then even for some stocks, for example, recently I made a video on a Neo double dragon diagonal, and then at some point I expect volatility to go back up. There might be one last scare before we head off into I think we'll have a blast off mode in terms of a stock market melt up, and I think at that point Iron Phoenixes can come in very handy, because you want to take advantage of these spikes in implied volatility, and you can help your portfolio by bringing in more premium. And then as time goes on, I expect volatility to kind of spike up and down, so it's helpful to have different strategies that takes advantage of spikes in implied volatility. When implied volatility is high, you want to try to put on stuff like Iron Phoenixes or really big iron condors, and and sometimes have like these dragon diagonals handy when implied volatility is just low and the stock's only kind of like creeping up slowly. So it's also helpful to have those lying around. So I hope that helps reduce some of the drama in your own personal portfolio. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye now.